How are you all? I realize I don't have much game sound normally, right? There also isn't much going on. Anyway, hi everyone. Hi, it's Stone, and I'm back. Today I'm going to be just testing on my Banshee build and getting some footage as I plan to make a video this weekend, but I just need footage because mainly it's going to be a little voiceover focused video. So I came today to get footage this weekend, so I can get it done either today or tomorrow. Otherwise, I've been putting it off. So we're testing it. We're gonna go into a steel path omnia fisher for a while. We can do a conjunction survival. It's not the problem. Do I really want to? Oof. I could do my sortie. Because I can take this build anywhere, so. But there are two builds that I'm working with. Just a quick peek. There's Reeve, there's a Null Star build, and there's a Defense Void Fisher build. And that one's just built for doing like Void Fisher farming, which I'll probably do at the end of the stream because that's probably not the most interesting thing to visually watch. But you know, let me go ahead and I can get at least some chill Spotify music or something to listen to while we, because I won't be using the audio from this stream anyway when I make the video. So let's see. All right, sure, why not? It'll do, at least for. Oh, it's just not very loud at all for you guys, huh? I guess I listen to everything in a quieter volume than I really assume. But then again, there is fucking silent. All things specific. Anyway, we don't like break things. Sorry, my fan is like falling over, and that's like a bad thing. Anyway, so yeah, so we got an Arcane Aegis for just surviving. Brief Respite, Equilibrium, Fast Deflection, and I just realized why I had the other thing on. So, but I replaced it with a Resident Quake. But realistically, you want an Augur mod, which it's up to you which one you want to use, because you could get more ability duration, and that's also fine. But if I had Augur Secrets, I'd probably take that over Transient Fortitude, to be honest with you. But I don't have Augur Secrets, so we're gonna use Augur Reach instead. But yeah, I mean, doing a build like this really isn't that bad. Anyway, let's go give her a test run. So with this build, uniquely, I was going for being able to do anything, like at any time. So theoretically, we can go do whatever. So let's go do a conjunction survival. Why not? We'll do it public as well. Just for running relics. Why not? Probably not the most comprehensive test, but I think if you came here for the comprehensive test, you should be going to the Kinjanair. I started using it a little bit, like a month or two ago, and I really hadn't I considered like making a video because I had scrapped a Rexy video that specifically I was um you know, I probably should have like put out the video. I even had the footage, I had the script, I had everything to do it, but I, I was like, yeah, like no one's gonna watch it. You know, but yeah, I'm gonna make the Banshee video, and the goal of it is to bring to light that Banshee's just pretty insane. Like for example, like in this scenario, even if you're not specifically killing everything, right? You are adding so much damage to the table, nothing survives. And if you use, like, for example, a weapon with AoE. Frame of war crimes! Yes, they can't hear them scream. Of course. But yeah, no. She really is great for just adding a lot of like, DPS and a lot of ability for your friends and you to kill everything without much thought to it. Because usually, like, when doing endurance runs, scaling gets to the point where you can't kill them. Especially with, like, for example, with weapons like mine. This is the EFV. Which isn't, like, a bad, like, weapon for any means. It's just not a weapon that's, like, gonna, like, take you to cap. But it's fun. Yeah, no, Warframe is something I've been playing for, like, I don't know. It's been, like, 10 years. I still love this game. This game is amazing. And I'm still finding new things to do all the time in it. How long have you been playing there? But yeah, no, Banshee it really is, like, one of those frames that, like, I believe, like, her fourth should be, just, like, a redone. But, you know, that's DE for you. They'll get around to it eventually. I used to be avid. I hate a Warframe. A friend of mine because we tried to. Yeah, no. When I first played it the first time, I was not thrilled. Back when but it was a much different game back then, especially. And so, the second time I started playing it, because my friend Ace got me and my friend Kat to play it, and we ended up we're just getting addicted to it. It was really fun. A lot of hard work though, but in the end, we all still play it. You know, from time to time when like new content comes out, you know, we're all coming back to it. But especially now that Destiny's been sunset, there are a lot of new people coming over to play, which is awesome. And I forgot to explain that the subsume on this build is Reeve, because if you are almost about to die, you just Reeve and then you don't. And it's really fun. Plus you can steal out of shields. And Limbo, okay, don't make me bring out the Limbo build. Okay, I will show you that Limbo is amazing. Okay, don't make me go on a rant for 45 minutes. Because I love Limbo, dude. That frame is like drinking a very nasty tea. It's an acquired taste. And in my pocket is the Epitaph Prime that gives me Overguard with the Fortitude Arcane, which also helps a Banshee become that a little bit more insane. Oh, that's a War Hill? Awesome.
The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search. But if you need to leave,
Dying is optional, damn it. I can activate silence. But yeah, like, if you play Banshee and you have silence up like 24/7, and you have like the sonar augment, you really do have so much power. I did not get all my remnant, but that's fine. I'm not worried about it. I was more testing. Banshee anything. Ah, space mummy. Yeah. Yeah, no, I picked Margulis because it just felt like that was more fitting for me personally, but you know, Space Mom is always nice.
They aren't from the neural sentry. Destroy them. They are
Uh
drawing
oh.
from your life support.
It's the beauty of this build. I get away with so much. Where is my gun? Something took my gun earlier. There we go. There we go. There we go. Can't steal my firearm. I'm American. It's in my bloodline. Good. Get over here. Thank you. Oh my god, die. That's true, that's true. The only one that I like was like, huh? Alright, we do a little dying. That's alright, I'm not paying attention. No, but yeah, I should have reaved there. I reave and get my shield back. But I'm a goober. That's how you die in Warframe. You're not paying attention. There is like one build I do want to try with the Banshee is a bit of a more like a sonar spam build, which could be fun. Even though like sonar spam is just like the way.
Finish your mission and we'll take
Wait, did somebody kick my weapon again? There we go. Funny when you start like multiplying like damage with Banshee and how it works. Like sadly, like critical things, like critical effects and arcanes like don't apply, like the same way that headshots do. Hey, if that were the case, oh my god, Banshee would just get to levels of insanity that I don't think Warframe is capable of handling. Like you'd probably hit the damage cap more often than you would assume. With that being said, I don't think I've ever hit like damage cap except for on Limbo. Which, speaking of Limbo, Limbo is like the GOAT, and you know I'm willing to fight about it. The other thing with like Limbo is like you have to have the right stuff and be willing to play in a certain playstyle, which isn't all that fun. I do find ways to make him like pretty fun, but genuinely speaking, I'd rather play someone like Banshee than Limbo. Then my favorite frame still probably is Nezha. Death. Where's that goober at? There you go. Just a bit of sonar. He can activate his thing. Into the wood chipper you go, boy. There we go. Keep on going. Keep on going. I lost my energy. That is one thing that I gotta... I don't know if that's just a flaw of equilibrium, or if that's just a flaw of, just like me, like, not being efficient. That my equilibrium isn't, like, leveled up fully either. to accommodate. So that might also be why my mileage isn't the best out of it. Big death be up on you.
Those oculists are scanning for targets. They know you're here.
Yeah, like
Prepare
I'll
for
say
some
the
friendlies.
really Banshee build. I think really what she lacks on, like in the one area that she lacks on is I wish you had a couple more slots for a bit
Our
more
trespassers here. You are not.
quality of life mods. Like for example, like some speed and touch like that. But that can also be remedied through other means. So, I don't know. Excuse me. Give me that Tenora Prime, damn it. I want that barrel. Because I don't have it. So I must get it.
But outside the life support and fast. Eliminate them.
Alright, let's go. Why do I have so much? Was there a Dante? Right?
Don't
There is.
forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
Die. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's an allied one. Because somebody hypnotized it or something. The void. Okay. What are we streaming for? I don't know. I thought about. I need an hour of footage or more. Probably a little bit more to show off. Well, because I really have to test the Banshee build. I mean, right now this is just a showcase of, oh yeah, how well can teammates support me, which probably is. It's not unrealistic scenario, but also I feel like I should probably just leave. Where is the evac around here? I really don't know. I haven't I've thought about evac. Alright, you know what? Oh, okay. I don't really need it. I'm gonna go go do a mission. Endurance mission alone. So I can test it better. Do I want to use a more enjoyable weapon? We can use the crossbow. Oh, we can use the bow. We can use the dread or something. Yeah, it could be fun. Or we could use something like the Fenmore. Yeah, you know, let's use the Fenmore. Yeah, do it. disruption. What is the highest level we have access to? What's the highest level of transmission do we have access to? I think that's gonna be in 1999. Sure. Sure. Of course. Thank you. Next. Yeah, some. Okay, yeah, we can go to 1999. What is the highest level I can get to? Yeah, sure. What is that one? I need some variety in the enemies I fight. And I need to make sure I test a good bit, so.
These foes deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
You know, we'll say the Fenmore is like one of those things that's kind of annoying. Used typically.
Remember that chili con carne I left in the fridge for 2 months?
Yeah.
Let the house scrubbers sit too long, and they'll spawn the same sort of thing, but, you know, with a crap ton of predatory hardware.
Uh-huh.
Shoot off any buildup
Okay.
before it converts you to past tense.
I will do my best, buddy.
Spores collecting on that scrubber. You need to shoot them off.
Alright, let me go work on it. Because you're screaming at me. That is the only thing about, this mission. There you go. Yeah, so if you just want to not die, just activate Reeve. And then you don't die. Okay, dying is a bad thing for you, and you shouldn't do it. So, you gotta also make sure you don't run yourself dry of energy, or that happens. Different. Okay. My favorite frames so far are Bullet Necros. I'm about to be using it for our hope to finish with Bolt. Yeah, no, good. Those are good frames. The Necros is like especially good. I still have yet to go get my Necros Prime. I need to. Ah shit. Hey fellas. Oh my god. I'm not showcasing this build very well. That'd be, you know. But there's also editing, so it's fine.
You're gonna lose that scrubber, bucko. If the buildup gets any worse,
Working on it, damn it.
start making decisions.
Again, like once it gets going, the wood chipper gets going, man. Are you just trying to get him to go away? There we go.
Contamination is off the charts. You need to hustle.
The Reeve can kill, and like it can hit the dots that Banshee leaves.
Success. Keep your eyes out for another hell scrubber.
Ah shit. Well, that was not intentional.
I told you to clean
Well, that's
your hell
fine.
scrubber.
Let's kill it.
Now look at what you have to deal with. I sound like
The wood chipper. Yeah, man. Like the Fenmore kind of makes everything easier anyway.
activate another
And then the next major frame would probably be Zaku Prime. Zaku is really good. I love my Zaku. Especially with the new augment, it did breathe some like new life into him. I haven't put too many hours in since, but yeah, I mean there's a lot of good use for Zaku. Hey, buddy, come here. Thank you. So again, like if you had like a teammate like who has a Banshee and then like, the other teammate was for example like a Frost or a Dante, dude, you really could make a killer combo and just kill anything. Like surviving would not be the hardest. I thought I had the augment on. I do not. But also, I know I couldn't afford it. Like I could drop power strength. It hit things like
Get a hell scrubber working.
things like less hard, but also that's like not as fun. Okay, he'll be your first prime. That's awesome. Yeah, I think my first prime was Equinox. I think I want to say, because I really wanted the Equinox like a Warframe, but but I was too low level at the time to really like farm it, and also it was a big hassle that me and my friend Ace at the time he didn't want to deal with. So we decided to get me the prime, and which we farmed for it, and we got it. And then I realized Equinox was okay. Equinox is not useless, just not very good in terms of like general gameplay. It has its uses, it has its thing, but it's personally not my cup of tea. My first prime item was the model. Oh, nice. My first prime item would probably be like the Lex Prime or something, I think. Because I was running on with like the Vectus, I think, a lot. So I don't think I chased after a prime weapon until much later.
Animation is off the charts. You need to hustle.
Yeah, like I think I still have to get the Nautilus Prime as well. Like I still like some of those parts have just eluded me for a while. I do need to get them because I have like Shade Prime and most of that. I haven't gotten too many Prime Companion to it
Critical. There's no coming back from this. Get out of there.
because I've really kind of used the Smita Kavat for most of my time at Warframe because it took me an ass long time to get, and I was very proud of it. Again, like these boils are like so hard to fucking shoot off, like sometimes. I mean, prove the point. Can Banshee survive here? Yes. Now, with it being said, the mileage may vary. But okay. I think it's definitely
Get a hell scrubber
interesting. I guess now I can switch to the Null Star build.
working. Another
Okay.
hell scrubber.
We do that for some casual, like faster missions. Cause that build's fun. And it might help people get into Banshee because everyone loves Nova. So, we'll see. All right, let's go. Like, get some things for Null Star Banshee. Now, realistically, I'm just gonna go back to the E5. If you're wondering what the build for the E5 Jupiter is, it's this. Now, I was about to say, oh, nothing too crazy, but I realized that I need to shut up because it might be a little crazy. Because I have a rhythm and shit. You know what? I don't know. We can quickly, if you're interested in seeing, here are my Warframes. Got a few things in here. I am like missing one or two Warframes, I think. As far as like just like in general, but as far as primes, I'm still missing primes and things like that. Just to quickly get the weaponry. Yeah, no, I was someone that went after Warframes much more than like weapons, but here are a couple. Cool. I think most of the time I just keep what's kind of cool around. Anyway, let's switch builds over the Null Star build. So the Null Star build, realistically, you don't need an Arcane Acceleration. That's more of a convenience. I would still take an Arcane Aegis on there and we'll augment it. And that way you just keep pushing your strength up. As far as the range goes, you realistically don't need a lot of range because Resonance extends your sonar pretty far out. But that being said, if I was realistically gonna like get more range, I would take out the Vitality mod because and go for a range mod instead. So you just use Augur Reach or Extended. So we have so much extra power here, but I probably just use that. Alright. And as far as that goes, there isn't too much. If anyone's interested, it's a nice music about. Got nothing too major there. But alright. So let's go show off how Banshee can run a spy mission. What's interesting about like Banshee is whatever her weapon is already silenced when you use silence, so realistically use whatever the fuck you want. But for example, let's go through that lower level exterminate like Void Fisher. Just for the Shooting Eagles. That's Max's relic count. And then we'll do a Steel Path Void Fisher as well. Both should realistically take like this one shouldn't take long at all, but the Steel Path one should. Realistically, if I had room, you could stick the Vitality mod on, not Archon Vitality. Right. And pretty much you just kind of run through, like just like Nova does, or anybody using Nova's ability. But the weird thing is, like Nova's Null Star can actually hit the sonar things, which means you can potentially have like Nova particles that hit for really high damage. I think they're called antimatter particles actually. But, yeah. But yeah, you just you do something like this and you shoot that guy. So interesting. These things work. Now, that being said, like, you don't need a lot of the mods I have to make this kind of build work. Or any, like, Banshee build, really. Because you just need, like, sonar to amplify your damage and you need silence up. So duration and strength are really your bread and butter. And the rest is, like, trying to survive. Like, that's the big thing with Banshee. Yeah. It's just making sure that everything is dead around you. So that way, that doesn't happen.
Prosecutor eliminated. Watch out for more.
Oh, don't touch me. Hey, don't touch me, I'm staring.
I am detecting a prosecutor. Get ready for a tough fight.
Ah. Okay.
The enemy is broken. Well
Yeah,
done.
I mean,
Now get to extraction.
it's as fast as like the other thing. I mean, sure, it's not gonna be as fast as like Titania, really. But the point of this build also is to use the damage reduction you get to help offset Banshee's weak survivability. Whether it's super worth it or not, you know. But it can give Banshee another use for quicker missions. I find that the Null Star works pretty good for that. So let's go into the same type of mission. Steel Path. Let's throw on a Prime Relic. Why not? So I need to like try to like slow down and show all of you how this interaction can work,
Combat must be practiced.
because theoretically all the
The canvas of war.
like potentially, sorry, not theoretically,
You need them to open a relic, but are you confident?
potentially
You can stand their fury?
you can get like hits that are insane, but
Found a fissure. Look out for reactant. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
now, do I think it's the best version of Banshee? No, I think the Reeve Banshee is probably the closest to perfect,
We're going to need
but
want to open that
it's
relic.
pretty good.
The tower's neural sentry has turned these soldiers into mindless attack drones. You need to take them out.
Like, yeah, like Steel Path, you know, like any like a nuking build, besides a few, okay, there do exist Steel Path nuking builds, and they are horrifying that they still work, but
Well done, Tenno. You're
oh, there you go. That was a good showcase of the Nova Star working pretty well. Everything died. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Like, like, like one thing, like, yeah, it's a very active build because you have to be spamming sonar, so that way you get more points to be hitting, and then you gotta be casting your Null Star as well to make sure you keep killing things. It's very energy costly, I will say. But I think in a situation, there is a place for this in like lower level content for sure. Like you could get away with this in the most like star chart stuff at like normal level, I think, comfortably. But probably anybody with no star could do that really. But you know, it's again another use case for Banshee because, well, I mean, like most people aren't going to use her like Soundquake ability really, but there is a use case. I've got something for that, so you know, stay tuned. Stay tuned on the Disney Channel. Oh my god, will you fucking die?
Stay focused.
I never
There's
mind.
a heavy unit
I
approaching.
forgot those things are like immortal. Asshole with a shield. Again, if I had some energy, you guys are fucked. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Yeah, I keep bleeding myself dry on energy, which is big annoying. But you know, we're still getting it done comfortably. Again, you wouldn't be running this like solo anyway because you'd be playing with people I'd imagine, to get more void drops would be a thing. I'm actually, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's the percentage of people that run it like public to you know, in public. Because I really quite wonder, you know, like, well, are there more public, are there more people grinding in public lobbies than solo, as far as like void relic are concerned? You know, like some people just don't like to be bothered. Like, myself, I'm usually in a solo instance unless it's for like relics or something. But I do play with my wife a lot, so. But I haven't played much lately. I've been playing Ark, which I really want to play some Ark Survival High. Yeah, I'm gonna get up. Gonna get an Argentavis. An Agi. Yeah, I mean, you know, she works, brother. It's
Stay focused.
Banshee is like a Swiss Army knife. You know, there's nothing she can't kill. Killing things is never the issue. It's what she can survive that's impressive. Thanks to Overguard, you really don't have to worry about that.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get
But
to
you know,
extraction.
people who don't have the Arcane, I would just have to use Briefless Spite, use the Augur mods, and use like efficiency mods to bring down the cost so you can spam like your first ability and gain your shield back. Ow. There you go. Ah. Yeah, you got Acolyte Guild. Yeah, I mean, is this the hardest content ever? No. Oh, I got the Prime Neuroptic. Wait, was that the gold from that? No. No, it wasn't. I'm sure. Was it the gold? I don't know. Probably not. I have to say probably not. Okay. Let's go show off the defense build, and then I think like that'll do it for footage I need. Because you know, the video is only going to be 15 minutes of me yapping, so the limbo build, and maybe if the Banshee build does good, maybe if the video does okay, I'll do a limbo build. But yeah, so this is the Defense Void Fisher build. This specifically has only been created to do one type of mission. This is for nothing else. We're gonna go public, and here's one. Yes, so we have a Mesa Fisher. So this is specifically for going to grind Void Relic stuff and Void Essence, without having to do anything. That's right. We are doing nothing. Why? Because sometimes you're tired. You're tired, but you really want to grind Void Traces, so next time you get on, you have some stuff. Or you just, need a break. You don't want to shoot everything for a while. I got you, homie. This is the build. And I think people really like this because it's very old Warframe era kind of build. So our subsume is Empower on our first slot. That gives us 50% more ability strength on ability cast. And we have Precision Intensify to boost up our fourth ability
Our position has been compromised.
by 90%.
Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open the relic.
So what we do is you go ahead into Nurek, you empower, you silence for fun, you empower, and then you press 4. And you just kind of leave this alone. Because we're going to stun or kill anything at this like low level instantaneously. Like, it's just kind of one of those things that we already have 19 kills. We've killed 24 kills. We've 25. Like, this is just me like sitting there. And as you can see, our energy isn't even going down like that fast. So I can hold this for like 1 to 2 waves, depending on how long the waves are. On smaller maps, if you can get them on a void fissure, you can clear this really quickly as well. Like, as well as it being passive. So I mean, as long as you keep like silence up too, you really can't get killed too often. So we're gonna activate silence to make sure I can't die, and we're gonna activate this. I'm just going to sit here. Like, this is very old Warframe era stuff, but it gets the job done. It is. And you can activate like sonar and such, but it's realistically not very useful. Now, if you were using the augment plus sonar and doing a higher energy cost build, like say for example, and having subsume like Trinity's ability to help offset your. It's either Trinity or Protea. That her subsume gives you a thing that gives out energy and health orbs. If you did that, you can pull off the same strategy, but for much longer, I think. Yeah, and like Banshee's like low-key insane, dog. It's great. And you can go to like wave 15 to 18 with this build.
Do you choose to now?
If you had other sources like buffing you, like for example, like someone casting a roar on you, probably could. You could also put roar on this build and you might get more mileage out of it. I picked empower because it's more of a passive way to buff the damage of your force. It just makes it so cause like my fourth ability is just like one button forever, so I don't have to ever recast anything. And I just sit here. That's great.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract.
And when you get enough like void traces, occasionally you get the buff for ability range to be doubled, and that really does it basically makes me cover the entire map. And in that case, it's just me doing the map. Now again, is this the most fun? Probably not. Oh, okay. Okay, so very early game. Well, that's okay. There are still plenty of ways to air out a whole room early game. It's so much fun. And that's really the fun part, the early game, when you can't air out a whole room instantly. But building to that is the fun part.
Well done, Tenno.
No, I remember the weapon I used the most when I went through the star chart was the Vectis. The Vectis and the Lex Prime, and I think I had the Zorus Glaive before I got the Glaive Prime. Oh, dude, MR9? Hell yeah. Let's go. I'm like 23 or 24, I think, now. I stopped doing mastery level grind a lot, like, but when I know there's gonna be like a double XP weekend, I do craft a lot of weapons and have them on standby for those weekends, and then I can like bust out a level. but MR is a really hard grind. I got like a quarter out. Star chart left. Yeah. Yeah, no, my wife finished the char chart pretty quickly, and then she's trying to break into Steel Path. She's now getting to the level where she can handle Steel Path. There's just a lot of like little steps that you have to do to get ready, but it does all pay off in the end. The grinding really does catch up to you once you hit Steel Path. It's like, oh shit, did you not grind forever?
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
So we have 262 kills compared to everyone. Like the highest one's 134, and it's usually because like he's taking out things that are out of our range. We have all of these. I guess I'm taking one of those. Apparently that's really good. The Vento Prime. I need to get a hold of one. Speed plus damage, yes. Yeah, no, like, Volt, I think is really fun to play as a melee build. Because you eradicate everything so quickly. It's like a wood chipper.
Defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Alright. Well, yeah, you know, Banshee be doing Banshee things. Like, you pair, like, a Banshee and a Wisp, and you can make Banshee swing so fast with, like, some weapons that... Oh, I gained a follower. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mara, for following. I literally, like, that scared me. I haven't heard that sound in a little while. Thank you very much. But yeah, no. I think the Ghoul Saw is a really good example. Like, if you do really fast attack speed on the Ghoul Saw, it just looks funky. Like I haven't used the Ghoul Saw in a while. I need to get the Kuva Ghoul Saw at some point. That'll be fun. But I have not gone back to Kuva Lich Farm in a while. Low-key forgot that was there. Yeah, no. I legitimately forget I even have those. So... It startled me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, oh. As you can see, we're hitting things over there. Just, yeah. Really reaching into every spawn. The inspiration for this build actually came from when I used to play Warframe. The dominant like farming build for most defense missions was Banshee before she was nerfed. Yeah, and I always like thought she was like so cool. I never really invested time to get Banshee until it was too late. She was already nerfed. But you know. She's really great for Archon hunts. You can use her to one-shot an Archon. And or also just make it a lot faster, to be honest with you. Yeah, what it just looks like. I don't really think about this, just a person laying in there. There's just Banshee laying down, fucking sending sound waves throughout the map. It's like, bro, what? It's funny.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Not sure. Well, I can get the blueprint. I don't have a blueprint sitting around. Yeah, let me get a brew. One. I can go all the way to 12 or 15 before it ends, but I think we got the point across, everybody.
Let's go.
Banshee, pretty cool. Full video and build guide. Probably tomorrow. That's probably when it's gonna come out. Because I'll have to edit down the footage today. Then I'll just have to write up a scripty script and then do it. But here we can show off the limbo build. Why not? So there are two limbo builds I use a lot of the time. I believe like this one is a 10 placeholder, I think. Okay, no, these are the same. Okay, so basically you're using a Rift Torrent to deal more damage, and you're using a Stasis to keep everybody still. You can also, with the Banshee's Silence as well, you can continue to keep that up. No, you can use like 2 augments, realistically, to keep that Rift Torrent up for a very long time. And yeah, he Rift Surge, you got Stasis to keep them still, you use Silence to keep them silent, and they don't do anything. And you can start hitting some very nutty numbers. Especially with glaives, primarily with glaives, you'll be able to hit. Because for some reason, you know, lots of things tend to hit and it destroy the universe when they come into contact with Limbo. So, let's go show it out. And this is a sneak peek. Streaming side only gets to see this. So, I'm just gonna get a mod survival on the slow path. Pretty quick. So, the way this build works is you are in the void, you keep killing things in the void, and you never leave. And then, like, the other build is more of a fast mission build for variety content. Let's go.
Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold
Okay.
on. I'm sending
So,
auxiliary
you would
support.
activate Silence, Cataclysm, Stasis, and pretty much you activate Rift Torrent, then you start doing more damage, and then, you know, the world is just yours. You know. Really and truly, the only enemy Limbo has in this build, from what I know, is realistically, you gotta be paying attention. Like if you don't pay attention, you die. Yeah, I think that fits Limbo's character really well, because if Limbo doesn't pay attention, he just like shattered because he thought he figured out the rift. So make sure your Rift Surge is active so you get your damage buff. We have a 296%
Life support incoming.
damage buff. Now the Rift Augment really is optional. Like, for example, I don't really think you need, because I'm always like recasting it anyway because I move around. So, I mean, I really don't think it's that necessarily. But, you know, for convenience, if you like using it that way, that's definitely a way to do it. You get, like, for example, like this, so I just, like, move the bubble anyway. Because, like, they're gonna be, like, stasis as soon as I do it. So, I can just do that freely, and there's no risk to me. But yeah, this is the power of Limbo. You can do this with the glaive and the augment right now. But no, you will need a lot of range. Oh. Did I not pop stasis? We made it. Oh. Again, paying attention is the thing that is the hard part to do. So, especially with me, man, I don't pay attention. I can have the best build ever, but trespassers in the void.
Prepare for life support.
I think stasis wore off. I think that's what happened. But using a melee influence, glaive, just, you know, it makes everything insane anyway. I mean, the only thing about this build is sometimes enemies get stuck in places because they come into contact with the void, so you can deactivate like stasis for a while to keep them then to get them closer, and then you pop stasis again, and then that way you don't have to wait for them as long. Yeah, so that was Captain Lore. Still passed. So there you go, guys. For anyone who want to know, could Limbo beat Lore? Yes. With a resounding yes. So there was an acolyte. If you were interested in what that looked like. Yeah, again, you know, like melee influence glaive was already insane, so using it with... Okay, the reason for this interaction, the engineer goes into, I think, a really good explanation, I think, on it. On why the Limbo with the glaive does the weird math that it does, and causes it to be able to hit for yes amounts of damage. So, if you're interested in the math is quite interesting. I forgot to hit stasis. See, you know immediately we need stasis because you fucking evaporate. Again, if I'm paying attention, dying is not a worry. Not paying attention? Oh, dude, dying is everywhere. He's a very active Warframe. Wait, oh yeah, the void.
Has lowered security barriers, slowing our operative. The raid is off to a successful start.
Alright, so we did that. So let me show you what a fast Limbo mission looks like. And then we'll call it there. Let's go see.
It is done.
A fast avoid mission with Limbo is really not that bad. You would think it would take a while to run with Limbo, but in reality, no. It just depends on what ability you want to use. So, like for example, you can run a mission where you can stay in the void and use this your rallies like subsim to just like damage enemies around you. You're just a running Beyblade that can't die. Which that's a fun build. But if you want to get stuff done rather quickly, use the Dante's thing. So I can show you a quick old so low level defense mission. We're gonna go with a. I really needed a. Okay, we'll just go to play. Do this capture. I can show you the same concept, but basically you would run into an elimination mission with this one. And okay, but a lot of things can clear out a lot of rooms, but slash procs can kill everything. The kind of matter of the level. It just depends on how many slash procs you can. So pretty much you're gonna go into the void with this build by using your roll, and you're just gonna press 1 wherever you go. Because the void regens your energy, you're just gonna run through and apply slash procs to everything. And this is just gonna kill pretty much anything. It's gonna open the boxes for you to find stars. Yeah, I mean, you know, you got the,
We're going to need more reactors
you got some
to open
nice.
that relic. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
Again, like this isn't like the way to play it. Like I'm not gonna like tell anyone this is your only option as the way to play Limbo. Look, there's just there is a lot of potential in Limbo that
Well done.
I don't think it gets explored because I think it as the game is aged, it's aged out of the scope that Limbo can like adapt to. But I still think in any mission
That's it.
you can play Limbo. It's just probably not the
Take a look inside.
the best or most efficient Warframe the brain. But you definitely can, you know, as I showed here, you know, like doing a quick mission is not beyond the capacity. Um, but endurance runs are probably his thing. You know, the perk of like Limbo is you get to choose when you die, pretty much. Like if you're paying attention as Limbo, you genuinely don't have to worry about death. I'm gonna try my prime blueprint. But I mean, that's Limbo. So potentially, you know, like that could be a build video. But for now, I think I'm gonna head out, everybody. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for Premiere for the follow. And I'll be back next time with a Limbo video. No, sorry, a Banshee video on YouTube, and then I'll have another stream up of something. There might be a Final Fantasy 14 stream, or maybe some CS. I don't know. Anyway. So anyway, take care, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Bye bye. Do the mark.